You guys like the mustache? I've been trying to attract the ladies. Hasn't really been working. What's up, guys? We're back with another list video. I haven't done this in so freaking long, but I'm glad I'm back doing this because I'm going to share to you my 15 favorite epic rap battles of history episodes. Before we get into it though, I do want to share a couple of things. The first thing is that I personally set a limit on how many episodes were in the list from each season. I think the limit I set was 3 because when I was like first making this video and I'm like, season 2 had like almost 10 and I was like, it's not really fair. And number 2, this is my own opinion, okay? You are free to agree or disagree. Making this list was very difficult, so please be mindful, please be respectful. Please. Alright, starting the list at number 15, Albert Einstein versus Stephen Hawking. Spoilers for the rest of the list, but this is the first time Epic Rap Battles collabed with Zach Sherwin. I really like what he does. Everything he touches, just, I really like how they made Stephen Hawking, like, not rap, but more like sing, like T-Pain kind of thing. That was really fitting. I also like how Einstein's kind of a jerk in this. I do like when they exaggerate the characters even just a little bit. There's a lot of great lines in this. I think my favorite, your mama took all the ugly things and put them in. It's so good. I also think that Hawking handily won that one. Number 14, the Ghostbusters versus the Mythbusters. Do I like this one a lot because I'm a big Ghostbusters fan? Yes. Yes. It was also the first episode of season 4, so you know you had to go all out for that one, and they definitely did, and I thought it was awesome. I do think it's a little too short. I also wish that when the Ghostbusters did their second verse, they brought in the guy and girl who get possessed. I'm sorry, I forgot their names. I thought that would have been amazing, but I don't know. But Stay Puft's there, so I guess it's fine. I don't really know if I have a favorite line. That's not to say that there's like, it's like objectively bad, but I don't know, it's just hard to really decide. I also don't know who really won, and like that's a good thing when it's like hard to like choose who wins. That means it was pretty like neck and neck, and that makes for a good episode. I do think the Mythbusters won like just a slight bit. The Ghostbusters had a bit too much of their own dialogue or quotes, and it was kind of like a bit too much, but it's alright. Oh god, you guys might hate me for this. Number 13 is Darth Vader versus Hitler. Listen, I do feel bad. I feel like this should be top 10, but I don't know. It's definitely a classic battle, and like the first like really good one, and it was like only the second episode, which is very impressive. Maybe one of the reasons why I don't look at this one so fondly compared to others is that they did it again and again. They made 3 of these, and the second and third ones just pale in comparison to the original, which might make me like appreciate it more. I don't know, it's complicated, but I do think it's really good. Best line is easily Hitler's first. It's so outrageous and hilarious. I guess I'm gonna give it to Vader. I feel like his lines kind of cut more deep. And it'd feel wrong for me to be like, yay, Hitler won. Number 12, Freddy Krueger versus Wolverine. Okay, yeah, you guys can probably flame me for this one. I think one of the reasons why is because I am a fan of Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street, oh my god. Let me try that again. I am a big fan of Nightmare on Elm Street and the X-Men, so seeing this matchup was really cool. It was also their big return, season 6. They've been away for like 3 or 4 years. There's a lot of great lines. The video itself is so well made. The costumes were so good. The Wolverine one is like low-key better than like what they wore in like the X-Men movies. Like favorite line, claws like a strap-on. There's a watch the video. My parents might watch this. I think Wolverine won by like just the idiot bit. Freddy did have great verses though. Number 11, James Bond versus Austin Powers. I think this one is a lot of fun. It's definitely the stereotypical old school versus new school kind of battle that they do a lot, but I don't care. It's fun. The Daniel Craig James Bond is great. I think his name was Ben Afta, or Afa. I'm sorry I said his name wrong, but he is so good. His first verse is so good. It's and then bringing the Sean Connery James Bond was also so cool. It does suck that Austin didn't get a second verse, which is kind of like, I understand that Austin Powers is the spoof and he's kind of like the butt of the joke. It's like, come on, give the man the second verse. Come on now. My favorite line isn't really necessarily a diss. It's the God. I can't recite it. It would be way too difficult. Like this part.
I go balls to the wall for on this whack twat in an ascot. Blast shots at you like gas from the back slot of a fat Scot.
I thought that flow was awesome, and I do think that Daniel Craig, James Bond, definitely won. All right, starting off the top 10: Bruce Banner versus Bruce Jenner. God. Just the sheer concept of this battle is just brilliant, and I think they executed it so well. I love how they made Bruce Banner turn into the Hulk and Bruce Jenner turn into Kris Jenner. The guest that they brought in to play Kris Jenner did an amazing job. I forgot the name, oh my god. No shame, big shout out you. I was definitely sleeping on this battle for like the longest time. I think all of the verses are really good. I do wish Hulk had more to offer, because his part was so hilarious. Best thing you make, Kylie ass, she 18, Hulk smash, freaking just incredible, stupendous. I think I'll give Bruce Jenner just the edge just a little bit. I mean, it is kind of unfair that you got like a very long third verse. Whatever. Alright, now we can talk about my favorite season with number 9, Mozart versus Skrillex. I don't really have a whole lot to say because it's just good. It's a classic. I think the beat does a lot of the heavy lifting. I can't believe this, I'm now talking about the beats. The beats are good, okay? Most of them, but that's another. I definitely think Mozart won this one. Favorite line is definitely it goes from piano to fortissimo, soft very loud, cause I'm missing that you think. Yes, the band kid appreciates when we would talk about band theory and all that. Sick. Love it. Shocker, we got another season 2 candidate at number 8, Goku versus Superman. For the longest time, this actually was my favorite battle, but then I realized, it's like way too short. That like irked me ever since. I am a big fan of Dragon Ball. Not as big as Superman, but Superman's cool, okay? Not as good as Batman, but both of them also like went in. Like there's some savagery in this. I do think Goku's flow and insults were definitely better, which is why he won, especially his last line, which is my favorite. Holy moly. Again, I do think it's too short. If they had longer second verses, we'd be talking maybe like top 5 potential, but it's still really good and I still really enjoyed it. Alright, number 7, Stephen King versus Edgar Allan Poe. I think when it comes to flow, this is like just the best, like bar none. Like it's all flow. And it's sick. Zach Sherwin's in it, so you know I'm gonna like it. As well as the other guy. I don't know his name, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna flash up on screen right now, but I feel so bad for forgetting. Favorite line is probably, speaking of bored, you're the worst. Dropped out of school, but you can't drop a verse. The flow is great. I know I cannot shut up about it, but that's why the battle is so good. And I do think Steven took it. I mean, number 6 is Bruce Lee versus Clint Eastwood. This one is mean. Like, some of these insults are like, can you even do that? The video itself is really cool. I love all the set pieces that they do with the extras. He also fires 6 bullets exactly. I know I'm geeking about the small details, but that's what makes these videos so good too. I definitely think Clint took this one. Every line of his was just savagery on top of savagery, especially his last one. I beat you in round 2, but that'd be unbelievable. No one in your family lives to see a sequel. Bruh. You can't, that's not allowed. You can't do that. Alright, starting up with the top 5. Barack Obama versus Mitt Romney. This one's an absolute classic, and it does kind of remind me a bit of the Vader and Hitler battles, because this was the first battle of theirs that was about the 2 primary candidates in a given election year. And a spoiler alert, of the ones that precede this one, yeah, they're not in the top 5 for a reason. Many reasons, but the battle itself is really good. Mitt Romney and Barack have awesome verses, and Lincoln dropping in for the final verse is really nice. I do think Obama definitely took this one. His insults were a bit better. And yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Okay, I don't want to cause anything, but you guys gotta give more love to number 4, Terminator versus RoboCop. 3 things why this battle is so good. Amazing beat, Terminator, RoboCop, amazing verses. That's it. I think what makes this battle so good is that the voices are super well done. And I can understand why it might be hard to find a voice that fits the character but also fits them as they're rapping. Both of their first verses are really good. This one might be like the most difficult to find a winner for because it's so neck and neck. But if I were to pick, I think it would be RoboCop. Even though I definitely like the Terminator movies more than RoboCop. Like that's not really is that even a debate? Favorite line is definitely, they sent you back to kill a child, but he's defeating you still. They should have made a time traveling morning after a pill. Alright, number 3, George Washington versus William Wallace. This one's another classic episode, and it deserves every right to be a classic because it's so good. Like the RoboCop and Terminator battle, the voices are very good, especially William Wallace's. I mean, when he comes in, you can't help but love it. And yes, his opening line is the best line. Duh. I know I'm gonna hurt myself when I say this, but I do think William Wallace won. Yes, I'm letting my nationality down. I'm so sorry, but maybe George should have had better rapping abilities. I'm just saying. Alright, the next 2. Oh my god. I actually almost went insane trying to figure out. No joke. I told you it was tough, but for number 2 we have Deadpool versus Boba Fett. I remember when this first came out, I was so excited to listen to it, and when I did, I could not stop because it is so good. Is it because I'm a fan of Star Wars and Deadpool? Yes. Yes. It's got everything a great battle has. Amazing beat, good flow, good insults, great video attached to it. It's so good. There's a lot of great lines, but I think my favorite one might be, I'll beat your ass with one eye closed, Boba Fett wop, freaking wow. And I do think Boba Fett won by just this slice of margin. It does actually kind of suck because maybe they could have waited to make this battle after the book of Boba Fett. Hey, maybe Deadpool could have won it if he really stuck it to him with. Anyways, in the number 1 spot, this probably won't come as a surprise. It is the Eastern philosophers versus Western philosophers. This is definitely one of their longer battles, but it doesn't matter because every second of it is perfection. And I love how in the end the Western and Eastern philosophers start debating amongst themselves instead of at each other. I thought that was a fantastic twist and fits because they're philosophers. All they do is, there's not a single dull moment in this battle. I think the first few times I heard this, I'm like, okay, when's the sort of okay part gonna happen? When's this gonna doesn't exist. Everything is fire, especially the beatbox section. Are you nuts? It helps that it does have my favorite line. So you killed God, so I got ass, so you die in vain when you made your mustache. Not mine, the freaking, who's that guy? I guess I'm gonna say there is no winner. There doesn't need to be, because it's such a back and forth. There's great insults on both sides. Does there need to be? The video doesn't say. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this list. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big shout out to Epic Rap Battles of History. They make such good videos, and they've been doing it for so long too. If you also want to comment your favorite battles in the description, I'd love to see them if you're respectful, okay? Be kind about it, okay? Swear to God, man. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.